Starscream Kills present. After reviewing the first video on the deck, I thought I would do it again just to make it clearer, because while those who may know the cards may have understood what I was saying, it was a little unclear, so I thought it would be both brief but a little clearer. So first off, we have sort of the bottom row of sort of the grunt soldiers. We got Dregscape Zombies, Grixis Grimblade, and Shambling Remains. And the focus of these cards are the grunt troops. They do things. They're also relatively inexpensive for what they do. It's a 2-drop for the Dregscapes with an unearth ability, again the doubling. Grixis Grimblade, when he's joined by another multicolored, he becomes a 3/2 with Death Touch, but if not, he's still a cheap 2.21 creature, which is the same as an unmodified Dregscape zombie. So it's pretty much on a way to get more of those almost in the deck, and if I can get a multicolored, it automatically gets like a 1/1 counter. Also, the Shambling Remains is a 4/3 that's a pretty powerful creature for 3 mana cost, and has an unearth ability. The big catch is it cannot block. I don't like to remind my opponents about that. If they ask, of course, I do point that out. If they ask, what is that card, I'll say, but if they don't ask, I don't remind them that it can't block, and so sometimes it can be sort of a phantom blocker. Then I have my generals, the commanders. Cemetery Reaper can create more 2/2 zombies, which will also really automatically, because he's in play, become 3/3 zombies, because all other zombies get a 1/1 counter when he's in. Also, the Death Baron does the 1/1 counter bonus plus Death Touch to any zombies, which means even the Lightning Reaver will get Death Touch, which is nice. Then the Lich Lord of Unks also creates 1/1 blue-black zombie wizards, and then also has this added perk that if you spend 2 blue, 2 black, target player loses X life and puts the top X cards based on the number of zombies, not blue-black zombies, in play. So if I could have relatively, say, 5 or 6, has the added advantage of milling the opponent, which is robbing them of resources, and also of causing them direct damage, and since it's a creature ability, they may respond but cannot negate. Then Lightning Reaver is a nice card because it has fear. It cannot be blocked except by black and artifact creatures. Also is haste, so as soon as it puts down, you can play, and if it hits an opponent, it gets a charge counter on it, and then at my end phase, for every charge counter on it, the opponent takes 1 point of damage that they can only respond to, not negate. So even if I don't attack with this creature, it has charge counters at the end of my turn, they'll take a point of damage. So the turn it usually comes out, people can't respond, so they take 4 points of damage. 3 for it, plus 1 for the charge counters, plus it's a zombie, so it gets 1 for any one of these that are out. Then this is a new card that I'm looking forward to playing with. I haven't been able to use much. Is Clone, very powerful. I had someone clone my Cemetery Reaper on me one time, create zombies during my turn as jump blockers, which is a neat trick. Yes, the Cemetery Reaper has summoning sickness on your turn, but it doesn't have summoning sickness on your opponent's turn, and therefore you can use it to make a chump blocker right away. So what I mean by that is play Cemetery Reaper, keep 3 mana, 1 black and 2 any free. They come in to attack, you go and create a chump blocker. 2/2 zombie. Actually 3/3 because the Cemetery Reaper. Then Xathrid Demon. Xathrid Demon is my card crush. I love Lord of the Pit, and Xathrid Demon's even better because he sort of chucks his sacrifice as a bomb at his opponent. So the nice thing about it is, let's say I do a big chuck. Boom, Lightning Reaver. Well, if I have any of these on the field, the chuck is equal to the power of the creature. So if I had those two, this would be a 5/5 chuck that the opponent would take 5 points of damage. Again, may respond but cannot negate. A lot of things that respond but cannot negate, and that's a big piece of it, to deny people that in this last couple weeks have cryptic commands and so forth. They can maybe bounce something, but that's about the extent of it. It really starts to do away with things and their resources. So that's the creatures. This is the main part of the aggro, and of course I love the clone for the flexibility that it can be anything. I mean, even in a pinch, could make another Grixis Grimblade. While that may suck, all of a sudden you get 2 on the field. That's 2 3/2 death touch creatures, and that can really ward off someone trying to do an attack against you. Clone's just a nice flexible card. I'm surprised it doesn't get more play. At any rate, that's the creatures, because it will help explain the spells, which I've done a little bit of tweaking.